Jim, I think I found something. In fact, I'm pretty sure this might be the most solid lead in the Barbara's Daycare case out of all the ones we've found so far. I've been going through the witness statements again, you see. And after like the 50th time of reading it, I'm pretty sure that there's a pattern that I missed before.
Mike, what are you talking about? We went through those statements 100 times.
Just listen, man. I've got 3 different witnesses all mentioning that they saw the same blue van on different days. And yet they all describe it being there exactly 15 minutes before pickup time. That's not a coincidence, Jim.
Mike, you need to stop. You're seeing patterns that aren't there.
How can you say that? This could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for.
We've been working this case for over 2 years straight. 2 years, Mike! And what do we have to show for it? Nothing but dead ends and an extremely unhealthy obsession.
It's not an obsession. It's dedication. These kids deserve justice.
I know they do, but we're not helping them by chasing ghosts. The department is breathing down our necks as it is. Chief Watkins even called me into his office yesterday.
And?
He said that he wants us to classify this as a cold case. And he said that in the hopes that we'd move on to cases that we can actually solve.
I can't believe you're even considering this. 37 children are still missing, Jim.
You think I don't know that? You think I don't care about those kids?
Then why are you giving up?
I'm not giving up. I'm being realistic for the sake of our jobs and for the sake of our sanity.
Screw that. What about their families? What about the parents who still don't know what happened to their children?
Mike, listen to me. There are other cases out there. Other missing kids who deserve justice too. Kids we might actually be able to help.
So we just abandon these ones? We just pretend they never existed because we haven't figured anything out yet?
Maybe one day the truth will come out. But right now we need to focus on cases we can solve. Cases where the trail isn't completely cold.
The trail isn't cold if you know where to look. Look at the damage again. I had them analyzed by a new forensics expert. She says the damage is too great to be from panicked children. In fact, she thinks the damage is even too great for even a human to do. So according to her, what did this was mechanical.
Mechanical? So, robots did this then?
I don't know yet, but it's something at least. And it's a hell of a lot more than we had yesterday.
Mike, you're grasping at straws here, dude.
It's evidence.
You've actually lost all objectivity at this point, haven't you? This case has consumed you. You haven't taken a real day off in months.
I'll take a day off when these kids are found.
And what if they're never found? What if whoever did this is long gone? What if they're dead, Mike?
No!
It's been over 2 years. The statistical likelihood of finding them alive is practically zero.
Statistics don't matter. Hope matters.
Hope doesn't solve cases. Evidence does. And we don't have any real evidence anymore.
We have plenty of evidence. We just haven't put the pieces together yet.
Or maybe there are no pieces to put together at all. Maybe this really was just a freak accident or mass abduction. Maybe the perpetrator's dead or in prison for something else.
You don't actually believe that, do you?
I'm starting to...
How can you just give up like this? Those kids trusted adults to protect them and we failed them.
We didn't fail them. The system failed them. But continuing to chase phantoms isn't going to bring them back.
One of those phantoms was my daughter, Jim. Emma was in that daycare. She was supposed to be safe.
I know, man. And I'm sorry.
Then help me find her. Help me find all of them.
Mike, I can't. I won't. Chief Watkins was clear. We move on or we're both off the case permanently.
Then we move this outside of work. We investigate on our own time.
With what authority? We'd be private citizens playing detective.
That's still better than being cops who abandoned 37 children.
That's not fair.
Fair? You want to talk about fair? Was it fair when my 6-year-old daughter disappeared?
Mike, please.
You know what? I'm done with this. Find yourself a new partner. Someone who's comfortable with giving up. Someone who can sleep at night knowing those kids are still out there.
Mike, don't do this.
You're the one doing this, Jim. You're the one walking away.
I'm trying to save both our careers.
And I'm trying to save those children. But you know what else? Maybe you're right. Maybe I have lost all objectivity. Maybe I am obsessed. But at least I'm not a goddamn quitter like you.
And at least I'm not delusional.
Better delusional than a coward.
Better a coward than a failure.
Is that what you think I am? A failure?
I think you're a good detective who lost his way.
And I think you're a bad person who never found his.
That's enough. We're done here.
We've been done for a while. I just didn't want to admit it.
Neither did I.
Well, now it's official. Detective Saunders has officially given up on the Barbara's Daycare case. I hope the other cases you work are more convenient for you.
And Detective Yates has officially lost touch with reality. Let's hope your obsession keeps you warm at night.
It will, because unlike you, I still have a conscience.
Goodbye, Mike.
Screw you, Saunders. MJ, please tell me you have good news for me. It's been almost a week since I sent you those files. Do you have the videos decoded yet?
I've been working on them non-stop. These encryption protocols are incredibly complex. Whoever secured these files really didn't want them to be found.
But you can crack them, right? You said you were the best at this kind of thing.
I am the best. So yes, I can crack them. It's just taking longer than I expected. The security layers are incredibly complex, almost military grade.
Military grade? For a daycare? That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I thought too. But whoever set this up knew what they were doing. They used multiple encryption algorithms. and each layer has a different key, not to mention that some of the files have been corrupted.
Can you recover those too? The corrupted ones, I mean.
Most of them, yeah. I've managed to salvage about 85% of the data so far, so the videos are almost ready for you.
Almost ready? How much longer are we talking here?
Give me until tomorrow. I should have everything fully decoded by then.
Tomorrow. Jesus, MJ, this will be the first actual lead I've had on the Barbara's Daycare case in the last 3 years.
I know how important this is to you, man. That's why I'm being extra careful. I don't want to risk corrupting anything else.
You have no idea what it took to get those files. Obtaining these videos was incredibly difficult. I had to risk everything.
Oh, really? How exactly did you get them? You said they were from the Daycare's server, but that place has been abandoned for years, right?
Yeah, it's been closed to the public since the incident, but the building is still there. It's just sitting there empty, all boarded up and forgotten.
So how did you…
A while ago, I managed to sneak into Barbara's Daycare. It wasn't easy, though. The city has it fenced off, and there are security cameras around the perimeter.
That sounds risky as hell.
It was, but I had to try. I couldn't just let those kids be forgotten.
What was it like inside? The daycare, I mean.
Creepy as hell. Everything was just left behind, like they evacuated and never came back. All the toys were still scattered around and the little chairs were overturned. It was totally heartbreaking.
I can imagine. Did you find anything else while you were there?
That's the thing. I managed to hack into their old server storage network and all the computers were still running. Can you believe that? After all these years.
The power was still on.
It must have been the emergency backup generators. The whole security system was still active as well. Like they were expecting to come back someday.
That's weird.
Tell me about it. But at least it meant that I could access their files. And that's where I found the encrypted video files that I stole and sent to you.
How many files are we talking about here?
Dozens, maybe hundreds even. There was security footage from all over the building going back months before the incident.
And you think these videos will show what happened?
I know they will. They have to. Whatever is on these videos will show what happened to all those kids. And more importantly, who was responsible for them all going missing.
You really think someone took them? All 37 kids?
I don't think they were taken anyway. In fact, I think they're still there.
How? Wouldn't the police have found them by now?
You'd think that, but no. You see, I have a theory that the kids are still somewhere inside of Barbara's Daycare, hidden somewhere within those walls, and it's just about finding where exactly they are.
That's a pretty big assumption.
Is it though? Think about it. 37 children vanish without a trace. No ransom demands, no bodies found, no witnesses seeing them leave. And the official search was a joke. They spent 2 days going through the obvious areas. But that place is huge. There are parts of that building like this that haven't been touched in decades.
So you think they're being held somewhere after all this time?
I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe something worse happened.
And how exactly could it get any worse?
I found something else when I was there down in the basement. This door looks incredibly strong for a daycare, right? And it had warning signs all over it that were out of frame in that picture.
Warning signs? Like what?
Authorized personnel only. Danger, high voltage. Restricted access. Stuff like that.
Did you try to open it?
I tried, but I couldn't get through all those locks. And I was already pushing my luck by just being there. Plus, I had to get out before security showed up.
So you think that's where they are? Behind that door?
I think that's where the answers are. And these videos are going to tell us what's behind it, hopefully.
What if they don't show what you're hoping for?
Then I keep looking. I'll tear that whole building apart at this point. Those kids deserve to be found. My daughter deserves to be found.
Your daughter was one of the missing kids?
She was 6 years old. It was her first week at that daycare.
Jesus, man. I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It's why I can't give up. It's why I'll never give up. Not until I know what happened to her.
I understand. And I promise you, these files will be ready for tomorrow. I'll work all night if I have to.
Thank you, MJ. Truly. You don't know how much this means to me.
I'll message you once I'm done with decrypting them fully. Should be sometime tomorrow afternoon.
I'll be waiting.
Hey dude, how have you been? I know it's been a while since we last talked, but I've been thinking about you a lot lately.
Oh, have you now? That's interesting. Tell me, Jim. Have you had any cases where you've actually saved some missing kids in the last year since we spoke?
Mike, come on. That's not fair.
I'll ask again. How many children have you helped find since you abandoned me?
I didn't abandon you. I was trying to save both our careers.
Answer the question, Jim. How many missing kids have you found?
That's not… Look, it's complicated.
No, it's simple. Give me a goddamn number.
Mike, please.
Just give me the number.
0, okay? I haven't had a single other case since we parted ways where I've had to deal with missing kids. Are you happy now?
Actually, yes, I am happy. Because it proves that I was right. You didn't leave the Barbara's Daycare case because you had other missing children to help. You left because you were a coward.
That's not true.
Isn't it? If it wasn't for you reporting me to the higher-ups, maybe I'd still be on the force. And then maybe I'd have access to proper resources and those kids would already be found by now.
Mike, I'm sorry for getting you kicked off the force, but it was the right thing to do. That case was literally taking over every inch of your life.
So what? Those kids deserve to have someone's whole life dedicated to finding them.
But at what cost? You stopped eating properly. You stopped sleeping. You were becoming paranoid and obsessive.
Paranoid about what exactly? About the fact that 37 children went missing and nobody seemed to care.
Of course we cared.
No, you didn't. You gave up after 2 years. 2 years, Jim. That's nothing for a case this big.
It felt like a lifetime.
Well, guess what? Being kicked off the force didn't stop me. In fact, it freed me up to do real detective work. And I'm just 1 day away from cracking this whole thing wide open.
What do you mean?
I mean, I found evidence. Real evidence this time. Not just witness statements and theories. This is the kind of evidence that's gonna put whoever did this behind bars and hopefully bring those kids home.
Mike, you need to be careful. If you're still investigating this case, that could be illegal. You're not a detective anymore.
So, it's illegal for me to want to find missing children?
It's illegal for you to interfere with an ongoing investigation, yes.
What ongoing investigation? The case is officially cold, remember? You made sure of that, didn't you?
Still, if the department finds out what you're doing,
They won't find out. Unless someone reports me. Someone like you.
I wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't you? You've done it before.
That was different.
How was it different?
Because back then I thought I was helping you. I thought getting you away from that case would save your sanity.
And now?
Now I'm not so sure I did the right thing.
Really? You're actually having second thoughts?
I've been having second thoughts for months, ever since Chief Watkins told me you'd been completely removed from the force.
Yeah, this is what you got me. Terminated for insubordination and failure to follow direct orders. Thanks for that, partner.
Jesus, Mike. I never wanted it to go that far. I just wanted Watkins to reassign you to another case.
Well, congratulations. You got me reassigned to unemployment.
I know, and I've been feeling tremendous guilt ever since I cut you off of the force.
Good. You should feel guilty.
Which is why I'm here. I want to help you finish this thing once and for all.
You want to help me? After everything you put me through?
I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but those kids don't deserve to be forgotten either. If you really have found something, and if you really are close to solving this, then I want to be there when you do.
Why should I trust you?
Because you're right. I was a coward, and I've regretted it every single day since. But we can't change the past. We can only try to make the future better.
And you think working together will make the future better?
I think those kids deserve every chance we can give them, even if it means swallowing my pride.
Your pride? What about my pride?
Your pride was never the problem. If anything, your pride is what kept you fighting when everyone else gave up.
Including you.
Especially me. But I'm here now if you'll have me.
What exactly are you offering?
Whatever you need. I still have access to the department database. I still have contacts in forensics. And most importantly, I still have my badge and my authority.
And what do you want in return?
Just the chance to make things right. The chance to help bring those kids home.
Fine. I'll accept your help. But if you screw me over again...
I won't. I swear on my wife's grave I won't.
Okay then. Tomorrow I'm getting some videos decrypted. In these videos, there should be security footage from the daycare. I'll add you to a chat with my decryptor and we can watch them together.
Your decryptor?
Someone who can crack encrypted files. Don't ask me how I found him.
I won't. Thank you for giving me this chance, Mike.
Don't thank me yet. Thank me when we find those kids.
Deal.
All right, I've got both of you in here now. MJ, this is my former partner, Detective Saunders. Saunders, this is MJ, the guy who's been helping me decrypt the videos.
Nice to meet you, Detective.
Likewise. And thank you for helping Mike with this.
Of course. Those kids deserve justice.
So, MJ, are the clips ready?
Yes, they're all ready to be watched. I managed to recover 7 complete clips from the encrypted files. Some of them are disturbing, to put it mildly.
How disturbing are we talking here?
You'll see. I'm sending them in order now. Here's clip 1.
Have an important work but don't have time for kids? Well, we have a solution just for you. Here at Barbara's Daycare, we'll love...
What the hell was that?
Some kind of promotional video?
That's what I thought at first. But look at the imagery. The man carrying a child. The solution stamp. And then it cuts directly to the daycare.
It's like they're advertising something. But what kind of solution involves taking children?
Maybe it'll become clearer with the other clips. Jesus Christ.
Those are the animatronics from the daycare. But why are they filming them in the dark like that?
And why do they look so menacing? That's not how you'd film promotional material for a children's daycare.
The eyes are glowing. That's not normal for daycare animatronics.
Keep going, MJ. I need to see the rest.
You got it, man.
At Barbara's Daycare, we have endless activities. Puppet show.
I know you're bad. Unless you wanna be.
What the hell?
Did that puppet just say what I think it said?
Don't worry, I know you're dead. Those are not words you'd ever hear at a real daycare.
This isn't promotional material. This is something else entirely.
But what is it? Training videos? Instructional material?
Remember, children, forest areas are dangerous. Yes. And of course,
This one seems more normal.
Does it though? Why would a daycare need to warn kids about forest dangers? Barbara's daycare was in the middle of the city.
Unless they were planning to take the kids somewhere else, somewhere with forests.
That would make sense, to be fair.
90, 18, 1, 60.
A countdown? What are those numbers supposed to mean?
9, 8, and 116. Could they be dates?
Or coordinates? Or maybe some kind of code?
The forest imagery is back. This can't be a coincidence.
And remember, your child is really important to us.
The child is really important to us?
Important for what?
And why does it cut to static right after that line?
It's like they're being deliberately cryptic.
Or like they're hiding something?
Last clip incoming.
I know what to do now. I'm gonna build my home family.
Oh my god.
That bear's face is split in half. And what was that flash at the end?
It looked like a child, but distorted and high contrast.
Guys, I think I know what happened to those kids.
You do?
The animatronics? The kids are inside the animatronics.
What?
That can't be.
Think about it. The bear's face is split down the middle. The duck says, "Don't worry, I know you're dead." The flash of a child's face at the end.
You think they somehow put the children inside those machines?
I think those animatronics are designed to consume children, and that's where all 37 kids ended up.
But how is that even possible? Mechanically, I mean.
If they were specifically designed for that purpose, with internal chambers or storage compartments,
We need to find out who was in charge of creating the animatronics, because it will be them who are responsible for these animatronics seemingly eating the kids,
The manufacturer?
or whoever commissioned them, whoever designed them to do this.
but why would anyone do this? What's the motive? I mean, what could possibly drive someone to create child-consuming robots?
Motive, in this case, probably doesn't exist, at least not any rational motive. This person must have done it because they are sick and twisted.
A serial killer with access to advanced robotics. That's terrifying.
And they used the daycare as their hunting ground.
37 children, Jim. 37 innocent kids fed to those machines.
We're going to catch this bastard. I'll go and find the maker of the animatronics. I'll use my access to the department database. Check purchase orders, manufacturing records, shipping documents.
How long will that take?
Give me a few hours. I'll report back once I have an answer.
What do we do in the meantime?
We prepare for the worst. Because if I'm right about this, if those kids really are inside those animatronics, then we're dealing with the most twisted killer in this city's history.
I'll find them, Mike. I promise.
You better, because Emma is one of those 37 kids, and I'm not stopping until I bring her home.
We'll get them all back, every single one of them.
I'm logging off to start the search. I'll be back as soon as I have something.
Make it fast, Jim. We've already lost too much time.
I'm back, and I have lots of information to share that I found from looking through police files on the animatronics creator.
Finally, what did you find?
Yeah, spill it.
The animatronics were manufactured by a company called Robotics Labs. It's a small operation, basically a one-man show, run entirely by someone called Mr. House.
Mr. House? What's his first name?
Well, that's the thing, you see. All the official documents just say Mr. House. No first name anywhere in the system.
That's odd. How do you register a business without a full legal name?
Good question. But here's where it gets really interesting. According to the records, Robotics Labs has only ever had one client, one single order in its entire business history.
Let me guess. Barbara's Daycare?
Exactly. The order was placed 3 months before the daycare opened. And according to the emails I found, Mr. House was very specific about the requirements.
What kind of requirements?
He was tasked with making the animatronics function with 2 purposes. The first was to be a form of entertainment for kids. Standard stuff, singing, dancing, interactive play.
And the second purpose?
To make them a collection system.
Collection system? What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what does collection entail exactly?
Based on what we saw in those videos, I think collection must refer to the animatronics being used to store the bodies of the victims. They were designed with hidden compartments, internal storage areas that could hold, well, you know.
Jesus Christ. So this Mr. House knew exactly what he was building. He wasn't just some innocent manufacturer.
He was part of the plan from the beginning.
It gets worse. According to the email chain, Mr. House specifically asked about maximum storage capacity per unit.
Maximum storage capacity per unit? They were literally planning how many kids each animatronic could hold.
This is beyond sick. This is industrial-level child murder.
There's more. The final email in the chain talks about disposal protocols.
Disposal protocols? They had a system for getting rid of the evidence.
So where is this Mr. House now? Is he still operating?
That's the problem. Robotics Labs was dissolved immediately after the daycare incident. All the business records were sealed, and Mr. House seems to have vanished completely.
That's convenient.
Yes it is. Someone with that level of planning doesn't just disappear. He's probably still out there somewhere.
Maybe, but right now our priority authorities should be recovering those bodies. We have enough evidence to get a search warrant for the daycare.
A search warrant will take days to process, maybe weeks.
It's the proper legal channel, though.
Screw proper legal channels. Those kids have been trapped in those machines for over 3 years. I'm not waiting another day.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I just arrived at Barbara's daycare. And I'm gonna go inside and tear those animatronics apart to get to the dead bodies. Then I'm gonna expose everything to the police with physical evidence.
Mike, no! You cannot go in there without backup. What if Mr. House is still around? What if there are security systems we don't know about?
I don't care. I've been preparing for this moment for 3 years.
At least wait for me to get there. I can be there in 20 minutes with proper equipment.
20 minutes is too long.
Yates, please be careful. We need you alive to see this through.
I've waited long enough. Emma has waited long enough. All those kids have waited long enough.
Mike, as your former partner, I'm ordering you to wait. You cannot go in there without at least a police officer with you.
You're not my partner anymore, Jim. And I'm not a cop anymore either, which means I don't have to follow police protocol.
This is dangerous. What if something happens to you in there?
Then at least you'll know where to find my body, right next to my daughter's.
Don't talk like that.
I'm going in. I'm going to find those animatronics, and I'm going to bring those kids home.
Mike, wait.
Holy crap, I'm back.
Mike, thank God. What the hell happened in there? You've been silent for over an hour, and my car broke down on the way, so I'm waiting for a goddamn pickup truck now.
It's probably better that way. When I went in there, the animatronics seemed to come to life, and they all tried to kill me.
Are you being serious?
They moved, Jim. The second I got close to them, they started tweaking out. Then their eyes lit up, and they started making these horrible mechanical sounds. And then they came at me.
But how? The power's been off for years.
Well, apparently not. I managed to get this picture before I had to run. Look at those eyes.
Jesus, how did you get out?
By using my legs and running for my life. The bear was chasing me through the hallways and making these awful screeching sounds. I had to climb through a broken window to escape.
Are you hurt?
Just some cuts and bruises, but this pretty much confirms everything. Those machines are definitely not normal daycare equipment. They're weapons.
Or defense systems that were designed to protect the facility.
Exactly. Which means I need to bring firepower next time I go in there. Then I need to disable the animatronics in order to get to the dead bodies that are inside.
Next time? Mike, you can't go back in there.
I have to. Those kids are in there. Emma is in there.
But those things will kill you.
Not if I'm prepared this time. Look what they did to the door frame where I was standing. If I hadn't moved when I did...
That settles it. We're calling in SWAT. This is way beyond what civilians can handle.
MJ, what do you think? MJ? Hey, MJ, are you there?
I don't think he's responding.
Where the hell did he go? He was just here an hour ago.
Maybe he had to step away from his computer. Or maybe his internet cut out.
At the worst possible time? That's awfully convenient.
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything. I'm just saying it's strange timing.
Well, regardless. Let's focus on the immediate problem. Those animatronics are clearly dangerous.
Yes, which is why I need proper equipment. Regardless of where MJ went, I'm gonna go home and get my shotgun. Then I'm going back into Barbara's daycare to put an end to this once and for all.
That is a terrible idea. A shotgun against mechanical killing machines? You'll be torn apart.
Maybe, but at least I'll go down fighting.
Mike, please, stay at home and let me and the police deal with this from here.
All you have is bureaucracy and the red tape, all of which will slow everything down.
Better slow than dead.
Is it though? Every day we wait is another day those kids don't get justice.
And every day you're alive is another day you can keep fighting for them.
I've been fighting for them for 3 years, Jim. 3 years. I've sacrificed everything for this case. My job, my reputation, and my goddamn sanity. I should be the one to end this once and for all.
Your sacrifice doesn't mean you have to die for it.
Doesn't it? I failed to protect my daughter when she was alive. The least I can do is bring her home when she's dead.
This isn't about your guilt, Mike. This is about doing what's right.
And what's right is making sure the bastard who did this pays. I'm armed and ready.
Don't you dare pick up that shotgun, man.
I'm going back in there tonight, with or without backup. You can either join me or stay out of my way.
If you go in there alone, you will die.
Then I guess that's my choice to make. So when you find my body tomorrow, there'll be blown apart animatronics laying next to me. Jim, answer your phone.
What's wrong?
On my way back to the daycare, I decided to stop past MJ's house to see if he was okay.
And?
He's dead, Jim. He was lying dead in the middle of his living room.
What? Are you serious right now?
Do I sound like I'm joking? There's blood everywhere. His whole setup had been destroyed too when I checked. Someone ransacked the place looking for something.
Jesus Christ. I'll send police over there right away. Are you still at the house?
Yeah, I'm still here. I didn't want to contaminate the crime scene. But Jim, whoever is behind this is clearly onto us. They knew MJ was helping us decode those files, which means they're probably going to try and kill us next too.
Stay calm, Mike. The police are heading over there now. You need to stay put at MJ's house. so the police can take your witness statement.
Okay, God though, MJ was just trying to help find those missing kids. He didn't deserve this.
No, he didn't. MJ didn't deserve being shot, and you should have never brought him into this.
Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute. I didn't say that MJ got shot.
What?
I said he was dead. I never mentioned anything about what killed him.
I just assumed. When you said he was dead, I figured...
You figured what exactly? That it was a gun?
I don't understand what you're getting at.
How did you know about the type of wound? Unless you were there when it happened.
Mike, you're being paranoid?
Am I? Or am I finally seeing clearly? It was you, wasn't it? You killed MJ!
That's ridiculous.
Is it? You were the one who wanted me off the case. You were the one who got me kicked off the force. And now suddenly you want to help? Right after we discovered the truth about those animatronics?
You're losing it, Mike.
No, I'm finally putting the pieces together. MJ was shot in the back, which means he was running away, which means he knew his killer, someone he trusted enough to turn his back on.
This is insane.
You told me to wait here so you could kill me too, didn't you? That's why you wanted me to stay put, so you could come here and finish the job. Say something.
You should have stayed out of this while you had the chance.
There it is. You evil bastard. You've been behind this whole thing, haven't you? The daycare, the animatronics, everything.
Those kids were never meant to be found.
Why? Why would you do this? They were innocent children.
You wouldn't understand.
Try me. Make me understand how you could murder 37 kids. Make me understand how you could kill my daughter. Answer me.
Where the hell are you, Mike? I went to MJ's house and you're not there. I've got a shotgun bullet with your name written on it.
If you want to come and get me, then you'll be waiting inside Barbara's daycare. I'm already here, and I'm ready for you.
Of course you are. Always the hero, aren't you, Mike?
Why, Jim? Why did you do all this? Those were innocent children.
I'll tell you why. Since you won't ever be able to tell anyone anyway, you'll be dead soon.
Just explain it to me. Make me understand how you became a monster.
Years ago, there was a sudden explosion of birth rates in this town. The infrastructure couldn't keep up with the population growth. Hospitals were overcrowded. Schools were overflowing. Resources were stretched thin.
So you decided to start murdering children?
Let me finish. One day, my wife Sarah needed urgent medical attention at the hospital. She was having complications with her pregnancy, but because the hospital was so full, they couldn't see her right away.
Jim?
She died in that waiting room, Mike. My wife and my unborn child died because there were too many people, too many babies being born, too many families taking up space.
I'm sorry for your loss, but that doesn't justify what you did.
Doesn't it? So as revenge, I built these animatronics, and I set up Barbara's Daycare to cull a portion of the next generation. To try and relieve the overpopulation issue, this is what killed my family. Too many people.
You're a sick and disgusting man. My daughter, along with all the other kids, never deserved death just for being born.
Your daughter was part of the problem. All those kids were. One less mouth to feed. One less drain on resources.
They were children. They hadn't even lived their lives yet.
And now they never will. Just like my Sarah never got to live hers. Just like my baby never got to be born.
Your wife's death was a tragedy, but what you did was genocide.
It was necessary population control. You can't understand because you're too stupid to see the bigger picture.
The bigger picture? You mean your twisted revenge fantasy?
I mean solving a problem that nobody else wanted to acknowledge. Those animatronics were efficient, clean, no mess, no fuss, just a quick collection and storage.
You're talking about children like they're garbage.
In a way they were, human waste that needed to be disposed of. I designed those animatronics myself. Each unit could store multiple subjects for maximum efficiency.
You planned every detail, every murder, every stolen life.
Of course I did. I'm a good detective, remember? I planned for everything.
Including getting me kicked off the force, so I couldn't investigate your crimes.
That was supposed to end it. You were supposed to give up and move on, but you just couldn't let it go, could you?
I couldn't let my daughter's death go unpunished.
Well, now you can join her. I'm about to enter Barbara's Daycare now, and I will hunt you down in there. Then I'll stuff your pathetic corpse in the animatronics, just like your daughter. I'm coming for you, Mike.
I'd like to see you try. I've been preparing for this moment for 3 years, and unlike those innocent kids, I can fight back.
Where the hell are you, Mike? I've been searching this place for an hour. Stop hiding like a coward and face me.
You're the stupid one, Jim. You should try to get out.
What are you talking about? I'm not leaving until you're dead.
No, seriously. Try to leave.
Fine, I'll kill you when I get back. The exit doors are... What the hell? The doors are locked.
Congratulations, Jim. You literally fell for the simplest trick ever.
What did you do?
I lured you in here and locked you inside, just like you did to all those kids.
Open these doors right now.
I don't think so. You're as good as exposed now. The police are on their way.
You called the police?
Of course I did. And I've been recording all of this on the cameras in the daycare facility. Every confession you made, every sick detail about your population control. It's all on tape.
You son of a bitch. Let me out of here.
Not a chance.
Mike, please. I promise I won't kill you. Just let me leave and we can forget this ever happened.
Forget it ever happened? You murdered 37 children, including my 6-year-old daughter.
But you have to understand, the overpopulation was a real problem. If we don't control the birth rate, more more people will die. More families will suffer like mine did.
I don't care about your twisted justifications. You're a child killer, and you deserve everything that's coming to you.
Those kids were going to drain resources anyway. I saved the town from future problems. Their deaths served a greater purpose.
Their deaths served your sick revenge fantasy, nothing more.
You can't keep me in here forever. I'm a police detective. People will come looking for me.
They sure will, and when they do, they'll find you confessing to mass murder. Speaking of which, looks like they're here now.
Mike, please. We were partners. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It meant everything to me, which is why your betrayal hurts so much more. You weren't just a killer. You were my friend.
I can still be your friend. Just let me out and we can work together again.
Work together? You killed my daughter, Jim. Emma trusted adults to keep her safe, and you fed her to a machine.
She was just one casualty in a necessary operation.
She was my child, and when you're rotting in prison for the rest of your life, I'll visit you every day, and I'll list off every name of every child you killed, so that their names will be burned into your conscience forever.
You're insane.
Emma Yates, Timothy Rodriguez, Sophia Chen, Marcus Johnson. I've memorized every single name, Jim.
Stop it.
Chloe Williams, David Park, Isabella Martinez. Those are just the first 7. I have 30 more to go.
I said stop.
The police are inside now, Jim. I can see them on the monitors. You're screwed.
This isn't over, Mike.
Oh, but it is. It's finally over. Justice is coming for you at last.
Mike, it's good to have you back on the force. After everything that happened with the Barbara's Daycare incident, you've more than earned your badge back.
Thank you, Chief. It's good to be back, though I have to admit, it feels strange being here after everything.
I can imagine what you went through these past 3 years, what you discovered about Saunders. I'm just glad you never gave up.
I couldn't give up. Not with Emma still missing. Not with all those other kids still unaccounted for.
And because you didn't give up, 37 families finally have closure. Saunders' whole operation is now over and has been exposed to the public. No more harm will come to our town, and it's all thanks to you, Mike.
I just did what any father would do, what any decent human being would do.
Not everyone would have had the strength to keep going, especially after being kicked off the force. I'm sorry about that, by the way. If I had known what Saunders was really up to.
You couldn't have known, Chief. He fooled all of us, even me, and I worked with him for years.
Still, I should have listened to your concerns. I should have supported your investigation instead of shutting it down.
What matters is that justice was served in the end. Those kids got the justice they deserved.
Speaking of which, the media is calling you a hero, you know. The local news wants to interview you. The mayor wants to give you a commendation.
I don't need recognition, Chief. I just needed to know the truth. And I needed to make sure that bastard paid for what he did.
Well, he's certainly paying now. Life in prison without the possibility of parole for 37 counts of first-degree murder, plus additional charges for the murder of your hacker friend, MJ.
Good. MJ didn't deserve to die. He was just trying to help find those kids.
And because of his help and your persistence, we were able to crack the case. The whole town is safer now.
Chief, can I ask you something?
Of course.
What happened to the animatronics? After you arrested Saunders, I mean.
We brought in a specialized tech team. They used an EMP device to disable the animatronics completely, shut down all their systems permanently.
And then?
Once they were down, we were finally able to retrieve the corpses that were inside of them. All 37 children were recovered. It was difficult work, but necessary for the families to have proper closure.
Was my daughter among them?
Yes, Mike. Emma was recovered from the bear animatronic. The coroner said her death would have been quick. She wouldn't have suffered.
That's something, I guess. At least I know she's at peace now.
All the children have been returned to their families for proper burial. The funerals have been scheduled throughout this week. The whole department will be attending to pay our respects.
Thank you, Chief. That means a lot.
It's the least we can do. These families waited 3 years for answers. 3 years of not knowing what happened to their children. Thanks to you, they finally have those answers.
I just wish I could have found them sooner. I wish I could have saved them.
You did save them, Mike. Maybe not their lives, but you saved their memory. You made sure they weren't forgotten. You made sure their killer faced justice.
I suppose you're right. I'm just glad I never stopped working on the case, even when everyone told me to give up.
That's what makes you a great detective. Your refusal to accept defeat. Your dedication to the truth.
And what about the daycare building itself? What happens to Barbara's Daycare now?
It's being demolished next month. The city council voted unanimously. They want to build a memorial park in its place. A place where families can remember the children who were lost.
That's fitting. Those kids deserve to be remembered properly.
The memorial will have all their names engraved in stone. Emma's name will be there too.
Good. She always loved parks. She would have liked that.
There's something else you should know. The psychiatric evaluation of Saunders came back. The doctors say he shows no remorse for what he did. He still believes he was justified, still thinks he was solving an overpopulation problem.
That doesn't surprise me. When I had him trapped in the daycare, he kept trying to justify it, kept saying the children were a drain on resources.
The man is clearly delusional, but at least he can't hurt anyone else now.
What about his background? Did you find out more about how he planned all this?
The investigation revealed he'd been planning it for years, ever since his wife died in that hospital waiting room. He studied robotics, learned about animatronics, even took engineering courses online.
All to build those killing machines.
He was methodical about it, created the fake company, Robotics Labs, designed the animatronics with hidden compartments, even arranged for the daycare to hire him specifically.
And I worked alongside him for years, never suspecting a thing.
He was good at hiding his true nature, but evil like that always reveals itself eventually.
I just wish it hadn't taken 3 years.
The important thing is that it's over now. Saunders is behind bars where he belongs. The families have closure, and you can finally move forward with your life.
Can I really, though, after everything that's happened?
Grief never fully goes away, Mike, but it does get easier to carry. And knowing that Emma's killer is in prison, that has to count for something.
It does. I can finally be content, knowing that my daughter's killer has been brought to justice. I can finally sleep at night knowing those other 36 kids got justice too.
You should be proud of what you accomplished. Not many people would have had the strength to keep fighting.
I had to keep fighting. For Emma. For all of them.
And now, you can honor their memory by continuing to serve, by helping other families who are going through what you went through.
That's exactly what I plan to do. No parent should ever have to wonder what happened to their child.
With your experience and dedication, you'll make sure they don't have to. Welcome back to the force, Detective Yates.
Thank you, Chief. It's good to be home.